my ears. I need like the high quality audio, high quality fucking video. Like if I can't, I mean, my TV is top notch. My sound is surround. I mean, in my living room, I need it all, dog.
Yo, I just watched a dude on YouTube this last week that basically had 4 of like your like type performance big like 55s together in one screen for this game.
Bugging.
I don't like gaming on big ass
I was like, that latency has to be crazy.
It depends on what type of game you're gaming.
RPGs and shit, you can get it off.
Yeah, no,
Like super like,
competitive games.
Competitive shit like Call of Duty, fucking Rainbow Six, like you're not getting that off.
Bam, I need you to
right.
Whenever you get a chance.
And maybe I'm actually living in the past because, to be honest, I don't play competitive games no more. So, I just like for the TV to be nice.
If you're playing like God of War was amazing on the big screen, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like Spider-Man, amazing on the big screen, bro.
You need big screens for those, for sure. All the different animation all over the place. There's different things you gotta look at. But a first-person shooter, you gotta have like a more condensed screen for sure.
What you playing lately, Shay?
Nah, I prefer to have like my shit is an 85.
85. God damn.
Call of Duty?
I don't play Call of Duty. I play 2K. I play like Resident Evil.
Right.
The games they're talking about.
Yeah, those are games
I'm
for
big
that size.
competitive, like,
yeah.
And I need to see everything. Like, I don't like having to move my head when I'm playing the game. Like,
but that's what I feel like the big TV.
Hell no, I'm like this, like. I track, like, because I can see everything I'm tracking, like, I'm good.
Yeah, for me, I'm definitely with a 70, I'll be like...
Nah, I like the...
70 is good, too.
That shit good money, bro.
That
shit perfect, dog.
Nah, I played Call of Duty on the 70 back in the day. I really...
Cool.
Yeah, for me, like right now, I'm on like a gaming like 32-inch monitor.
Show, Nick.
But I'm torn between whether I'm gonna do the 2 side because I also play like the racing simulator, so like Assetto Corsa, shit like that. So now the decision is, do I get the 2 monitors for the side for the peripheral view, or do I go full VR and get the complete immersion that way? Yeah, that's kind of like the crossroads I'm at right now. It's 100% going to be the VR, but just because of how fast and how far the shit is finally starting to come. Like like I feel like that technology is finally getting to where kind of they always wanted it or always were trying to get it to. And like especially with this Vision Pro and all the other shit coming out now.
That Vision Pro looks crazy,
that shit,
son.
Like it's some real Tony Stark shit in real life.
That's
like,
a fact.
That shit look like some Tony Stark shit for real, bro. Like the first gen, it's always, you never know. But the second gen, I think I might be on that.
Bro, it's gonna be crazy.
I think I might be on it. There's no controllers. Everything is.
Especially now, like for me, like working from home and shit, and all the shit that I'm doing, dragging shit from monitor to monitor and screen to screen and shit like that. To have that workspace there in front of me digitally,
from ghetto to
with
ghetto,
fucking gestures and all that
From
shit.
Ghetto to ghetto.
That shit is tough.
Mad immersed, bro. Porn be crazy.
See,
I heard, but
yo, and you know what's crazy? I feel like that's the dangerous reality of where shit's gonna go. You feel me? Like, what if they like, yo, you can't have sex no more, gang? You gonna be watching some digital shit, fucking, you know what I'm saying, off into a fleshlight, then they gonna collect that into a test tube, nigga. With like, hey, listen, the threat and risk of sexually transmitted diseases and da 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 is going too far. We're only gonna. I mean, we're already getting towards those 15-minute cities, and there's outlawing cars, and nigga, everything is gonna be in this
sex. You crazy niggas love that shit too. You're fucking crazy, bro.
Yo, bro, China.
Listen. With this social equity score, niggas shit get too bad, and now they start deeming motherfuckers unfit for having children. Don't be surprised, nigga.
That'd be crazy.
Don't be surprised. Remember when you heard it first, nigga. Make it enough.
So you ratting on your neighbors if you hear some moaning?
Hell no. Get it how you live it.
Yeah,
that don't got shit to do with it.
It's like being in the hood. Like I ain't gonna when they were smoking weed next door, I ain't say like, damn, these motherfuckers out the hallway stinking up.
They smell like pine cones. They over there giggling, nigga.
Yo, this dude used to come from my dorm room and spray and shit. I be like, bro, like, I appreciate you, but you gotta do something different, yo. You gotta do something different, man. You can't just come in front of my door like that. Like,
The shit that blows mine with that sometimes is a lot of times the niggas that come through and overspray shit pick the worst scents, bro.
Oh yeah, it should be.
Why you got this shitty ass fake lavender, this fake fabric softener bullshit? Like,
I'm telling you, I don't like. I associate. I think I told y'all. I associate Ocean Breeze with smoking crack. Because that's just always the smell I used to smell in different houses. It's certain. I ain't putting nobody out there.
Have you ever wanted a scent that reminds you of drugs?
I'm like, yo,
Try
this is what they was
Ocean
using.
Breeze.
They had this shit in their crib. That shit just remind me of fucking. Yeah, that's what it smells like.
Yo, nah.
Because I used to always walk into a house. I'm not saying it's not my house. It's clearly,
A house.
definitely not. My house.
A house.
Walk into a house, and then every time I walk into this house, and I see them, in the back, like, hitting the shit.
Yeah.
But like, they got like 8 of them fucking plugins, yo. They got so the plugins make me think about that.
Nigga, that shit stink. That's why that shit stink.
Yeah, to me it stinks.
That
To me it
shit
stinks
stink.
because of that.
it
Like,
just stinks smell.
No, they gotta cover up that
shit,
smell.
bro. Bro,
Distinct
crack
smell, bro.
By any
stink,
means
dog. That shit
necessary,
stink,
nigga.
bro.
no, of course, yeah.
That shit
That shit's
stink.
different, bro.
It's not a good smell.
That shit is hard to get out
You
your
gotta have
clothes.
that shit up. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Nah, that shit stink.
Yo, son,
Yeah.
While we listen to
nah, fucking, what was I gonna say? Yo, how do you guys feel about, like, getting, like, is massages, like, you ever asked for your joint for a massage?
Yeah.
Is it the same? Do you get the same reciprocation that you usually that be like? Is it like? Because usually when I get
you just want to give him a massage so he can start fucking. That's what he's saying. You're not giving a massage for the sake of health.
Yeah, my boy's paying the toll.
You know what I'm saying? That's
He's
all
paying
you're
the toll.
doing. I really want to help.
Rubbing the feet.
Okay.
Now, if sex
I'm
comes with
talking
it,
about feet. I'm talking about whatever else. Like,
Yeah, if whatever you
Like, you
need.
got a little too much dip on your chip.
I can't have my foot being rubbed on, or that shit feel funny. Most of the time,
dogs.
I'd rather, if I'm getting my feet done, I'd rather that's when my foot get rubbed.
I feel like
Right.
when
touch my feet.
When I get, he's not a feet nigga. He's not a feet.
Don't
nigga.
touch my feet.
How you got to be a feet nigga just because you want your feet to feel all right?
He don't like feet, bro.
Stay off my feet.
He don't touch feet.
All right.
He don't like.
Stay off
away from
my
my
feet.
Get away from
Alright.
feet. He's not a feet.
Yeah, I'm a don't touch my feet, but I'll do my feet. That makes sense? Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, I'm gonna trim them up, make sure they straight. Nah,
Yeah, you gonna do your own shit.
I'm not gonna be out here.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be
yeah.
out here clawed up, but
So you
stay away from my shit.
So you
Wait.
do the foot OF, right? Is what you trying to say?
Nah, I'm not subscribing to your Only Toes page.
Yo,
that shit is not happening,
Are you
bro.
sucking toes or like?
He's not sucking
So
toes.
you don't say- even though they white, even the white ones, you ain't sucking. Nah.
He's not sucking toes. Y'all just seen his face?
I don't care how pretty a pair of feet are, bro. Them shit's not going nowhere near my
All right, well,
You ain't
Yo, and you know
You're
what's
not
fucked
kissing
up?
the top of the feet.
Wow.
You know what's fucked up?
Here we
Like,
get into the
it's
chocolate
crazy to
vanilla
think.
shit. I don't want to hear my answer.
It's preposterous to think that it's preposterous to think that there's a stronger chance of me licking or getting close to your ass than it is to get to your feet.
I don't think that's very
No,
uncommon.
when you really think about it, though, bro.
She might think that's
When you really
negotiable
think
at this
about it,
point.
when you
man.
really think about it,
Oh, my
that's kind of
toes?
crazy because you're actually shitting from your ass.
You know what I tell
You
you?
know
You
what
gonna
I'm
eat
saying?
his ass?
You're shitting from your feet. So it's like logically it really shouldn't be.
But
like, to me,
logically,
the
which one
feet are
sees
like
more
snatchers
action?
beyond the
How
ass.
much
Like,
are you trying
The
to
feet see
explore?
way more action, yo. The feet is always ground the feet.
She gonna say, she
the
gonna say,
ass is you shitting
Bro.
like at most 3 times. At the most, that's when that bitch is super
Like,
regular.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If my wife ever came to me like,
said both.
don't get me wrong. If my wife
nigga,
ever came
like-
to me like,
Yeah.
period, or like during pregnancy interview, of course, no issue. Like I'm gonna get through it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get through it. But we're gonna make it happen. Like not you're not gonna get a half-ass job, but like of course we're gonna make those sacrifices to make it happen.
Right.
But outside of that, nigga.
Don't touch
All
me.
right,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel you. I'm just saying when I'm asked for a massage, I go in. Usually, what
does that mean?
Know what I mean? It's know what I mean? What you hurt? Your back? Know what I mean? Your shoulder blade? I got you right on it. Know what I mean? For like at least.
Nigga say he got the thumbs.
Thumbs.
The thumbs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Doctor's
The full arm
orders.
shit.
Oils or lotions. Oils or lotions.
Inward, outward motion. I mean, you gotta get
Nigga
that.
said he
Gotta
got
get it
that.
out.
Oils or lotions.
Essential oils, bro.
Essential oils. Heated or unheated.
But I feel like
I'm low key trained at that shit. Low key.
Okay.
Like
All right.
no bullshit.
Heated towels.
This nigga said, see me with my Swedish.
I'm
shit,
actually
out here.
nice. Like with that shit.
I try.
But
You gotta be nice.
but I want it just as good.
I feel like I don't get the reciprocation.
But
my
you
nigga.
want it, though.
I would love.
So you know what's crazy?
I
You
would
know what's
love
crazy?
it. Do you wait? But I'll ask for a massage.
It's always a joke. It's like, oh, okay.
And it's like you get the one hand on your phone, one hand on your back. It's like,
I say it all the time, yo. I say it all the time. People get hot with me, shorties especially, but I say women are just not built to be romantic. They're not romantic. Women don't have a romantic bone in their body. Men are taught boys are taught from the moment they start liking a girl how to treat a girl and how to treat women, and girls are taught how to be treated.
I like that.
I like that.
I like that. I don't. Obviously, there's no absolute.
We gonna get a whole bunch of comments.
Hold on.
Of course, we don't
That
deal
is
in
an absolute.
Nah, no way.
It is. And you know what? You want to know how I know it's an absolute?
Son.
I wish you had women here because I would ask them I would say, first off, what's the definition of romanticism? And they would go, huh?
See, we need this nigga here together.
Shit, I'm gonna go on. You might have to tell me too. I ain't had no
Romanticism
this.
is time and effort put into making someone else's affections equal to yours.
Preach.
Okay.
And women don't do that. You want to know why? Because they sit on a pedestal and they are the ones saying that we have to
get them.
And I mean, it's our fate because men teach men what they taught, we're taught, and we just keep doing it. We gotta flip that around.
Somebody gotta break that cycle.
Son, you know what? On that note, I think it's time to start this.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm caught up in the maze.
Wait a minute. What's this? This ain't enough. Make it enough.
Yeah.
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 Where the dog's at?
Where my dog's at?
Early as fuck, bro. Early as fuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't loud this time either. My headphones working.
What's going on, man?
That dog been in the house for a while. We land those strength a little bit.
Hey, there we go.
They say Soulja Boy wasn't the GOAT.
What's good, Banks? What the fuck is going on? What are we doing here?
What we doing, man? What's good, everybody? It's your boy DJ Banks, and you are now tuned in to Make It Enough podcast. As always, I got my brothers DJ Bugs,
What's up, Doc?
DJ Blueprint,
The Blueprint Classic.
and our creative director Chef Q in the building. As always. Make sure you follow us on all streaming platforms at Make It Enough podcast.
This ain't enough. Make it enough.
What's going on, fellas, man? We are here. We got a super special guest. I'm gonna let my boy DJ Bugs introduce our boy.
Yes. Once again, I feel like this is like twice in a row. I mean, long time friend, long. I'm talking about
sure.
diapers, fucking elementary, middle school. Nah, I mean, I'm talking about like back in the day, like
Sandbox shit,
my nigga. Like a good friend that like you keep around till you're an adult. You know what I mean, like I don't know how many people have friends that they've been with.
20
years plus.
That's
Know what I mean? Like
You've seen
rare.
through all stages of
rare.
life.
All stages of life, seeing grown up, know what I mean, seeing me as an adult, seeing me as a child, when they can running around doing wild shit. Yo, one of my great friends, my man Shay Smith.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you being here, brother.
Definitely welcome.
Yo, Shay, tell us about yourself, man.
What is there to say? I'm an actor. I'm also a retail manager for High Men's fashion brand Untuck It. Mm-hmm. They be making fun of that joint on Family Guy. Coming out of.
Oh, that's with the shirts?
Yeah. That's
The shirts that keep themselves down, bro.
Yeah.
So you got that funny little mushroom coming up.
Around with the untucked shirt and not go crazy.
perfectly tailored
That's
to
hard.
your physique.
That's hard,
Hey,
yeah.
my bucket, was that a Shark Tank?
Yeah, it was.
It had to be.
I knew. I remember
that episode. Yeah.
Fire
First store in Soho.
Fire store.
Yeah, that's hard, yo. Retail manager, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
That's tough.
You've been in retail for a while, right?
I've been in retail for a minute.
Well, first
I
of
was
all,
a chef first.
Retail is cool, my nigga. But first of all, my man is an actor, right?
You trying to be modest?
I'm trying to be modest. Talking about order.
You trying to be modest?
Because you know what
you
it
just
is.
going in order.
You know what it is. You're gonna have the shorties like try to look me up, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, he ain't that kind of actor. This nigga got a regular job."
He's more of an actor than you are, shorty. All right. So I mean,
and his regular job is some real shit. So you know what I'm saying?
So excuse me. Let me do this. Let me do this again.
Do that.
Let me listen. I'm here to introduce.
I tried to give him a chance.
My man, longtime friend. He's been on Power, Raising Cain. He's been on Succession. He's been on Billionaires. He's been on East New York. He's been on The Good Fight and Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang, an American Saga. My good friend, Shay Smith.
Yes,
we not missing none?
Nah.
But there's a couple you missed.
He just did equal.
I'm out here. I'm currently on season 4 of The Equalizer.
Let's go.
You left that out like it's an NBA.
Like that's right now. Like
I don't know what I can.
Yeah, right. You don't know if it's an NBA and no shit.
I don't know.
You talking about like you ain't put it in the text message. I didn't see the message, bro.
I'm currently working on a new FX show based on Alex Hernandez's life.
Okay.
In the NFL.
Okay.
I would give the name and everything, but I can get in trouble.
Nah.
For me,
That's
FX.
the NDA part.
That's the NXT. I didn't know.
Allegedly.
I knew we couldn't talk about something. I knew it was something we couldn't talk about.
I'm sorry. He was.
He was wild. That was a wild boy.
Anything I can answer, say I plead the fifth.
Word up.
Son, all right, before we get back into what we were talking about, relationship status, just because that's the type of show that we on.
I'm single and philandering.
My man
All
out
right.
here on the streets.
In these streets.
All right.
Yeah, these streets,
I do have a quick poll, like, because y'all said something about sandboxes. Light. Have y'all ever played in a sandbox?
In an actual
Like actual sandbox.
Yes. Or is that past? That's before our era.
No, it's not. But we was like
I think I did.
basketball court, like
And recreation for sure.
dodgeball.
In school, I don't think they had the sandboxes unless they had one in Lincoln.
Y'all did seesaws?
We did seesaws.
Merry-go-rounds.
Bugs not telling y'all. Hold on, Bugs not telling y'all. Like for recess, like we didn't have regular recess. We put on full blown WWF matches.
Oh, yeah, I used to
And I
watch
said
that.
WWF because when it was WWF.
Yeah.
We was doing SWAT time bombs on each other. We was doing rock bottoms, Stone Cold Stunner, sweet shit music.
Giving the school a heart attack. Y'all about to be hurt.
We had a in our school. We had a dugout. We had like 2 baseball fields, right? Dugout, right? And it was a caged dugout, right? So you already know it was caged matches. Matches
Throwing each other off the steel cage for no reason.
Everything was sucking. We were going crazy, man.
It was wild.
It was wild.
That's lit.
They had to have an assembly to tell us to stop.
We ain't crazy, man. Yeah,
That's
6th grade, man. 6th grade. Shay was the Rock, bro. He was really the. Yeah, so y'all. He was, son. We was taking niggas up top, bro. He was violent, yo. Shit was, nigga. I was X-Pac, bro.
Yo, you definitely X-Pac.
I was X-Pac. He's going crazy.
Yeah.
Shit, son. Anyway, we're gonna talk about some WWE later because I gotta talk about our man Vince.
Oh man.
Oh,
Yeah, son. But
They ain't my man, but I feel you.
You feel
me? I'm against the fucking.
But before we got into the show, we were talking about females not being as romantic as they might want.
What I said was, women are not romantic. They don't have a romantic bone in their body. I think that if they do anything romantic, it's generally when commitment comes because they know that the guy's not going anywhere. So now they feel comfortable in doing acts of service and kindness because it now means something. And I mean, I get it. They don't want to feel used, so they don't do it in the beginning. But no, men are way more romantic.
We are, I guess, and I can't speak for person. Sometimes I got a little problem with the romanticy. Like I'm just like too like real life. Like I mean, not to be like so romantic, but like I think we are, I guess, taught to be like buy the roses and like go to dinner and like
the chivalry side of the
If
game.
I asked all the guys in the room, what's one thing that you were taught from a male that was older than you, as far as how to treat a woman, you can all give me one. Y'all could probably give me a list. But if you asked a woman, what is something that you were taught as far as how to treat a man or a boy?
It'll be different.
It would be completely different. I don't want
cook maybe.
Yeah, and it would probably be stuff like that. But then
cook,
it would
like,
be followed up with, "But I ain't no man's slave," and it's like
I was just about to say, because even the one example that you just gave these days isn't necessarily looked at positively by everybody.
What, the buy roses?
The cooking.
We kind of
like that's like
yo, I swear this is funny because I had a dream about the pod.
Tell them about your dream, Mark.
And this was a question. I swear on my life, this was a question. I was thinking like, so do y'all? It's like it's maybe like 2-3 part question, but you kind of. I'm gonna ask the 2 parts because like I want you to like go in that like route, right? Mm-hmm. So like, do you care about roles like that you're taught? Like, so if you are taught a male does this and a female or a man does this and a woman does this, like in a relationship, so like you're taught to like take care of all the bills and go to work and blah blah, and she's taught to be home. Do you care about that stuff? Like, and like, if you do care, like, can like a hijacking of your position, or can like somebody like taking over your roles, your partner trying to take over your roles, does that does that bother you, and like where do you draw the line in that? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because this is crazy that
you producer bad right now.
Do you want to hear from the married men first?
I like that question.
I wanted to go down this way first.
Let me smoke my weed. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, pass that down.
I got you.
I'm gonna digest your question, and then I'm gonna answer it as best as possible. So first off, do I believe in gender roles? Is what you're asking?
Yeah, especially specifically within a relationship.
I think that's okay. So I digest it and I'm gonna break it down.
Sure.
Because it can't be a yes and it can't be a no, and here's why. If I were to say yes, we would probably be our grandfathers, our great grandfathers, and maybe our dads, where they came up in a time where that was necessary. And I'm probably going to have to kick our dads out of that and probably say just our grandmothers and our great grandmothers. They came up in a time where that was necessary, where a man had to provide 100% financially. Mm-hmm. So it left her with what to do.
Stay at home.
Take care of home.
Watch the kids.
Right.
Correct.
Yep.
And they out of that becoming standard for them to do, they like the joy of making a house and building a house and being the mom and all of that became a joy, and then they passed that down the line. But we live in 2024, right?
Where the black family is.
So I'm going to answer for 2024 now.
Yeah.
Right.
No. And here's why. Everything is up. The market is up. It's impossible for a man to do 100% of anything. And to even ask a man or to demand a man in this climate to do 100% and also do other like so you want me to be financially 100%, then I have to dick you down 100%, and I have to like you're asking me to do a lot and I can't complain about it. So no, I would expect that it's 50-50, but it's never 50-50, and I think the idea of 50-50 really means it's really 80-25, 60.
Yeah, 60, I do want to clarify. That was an example. That's an example of a role that like might be expected. I kind of and it's cool because you are single, so they might have established roles within their relationship, like, and that might not be an established role for you. Like you might be the caretaker, but like that's not like something that has to happen. Like because right now it might be time for you to take care of shit. Later on, she might be able to take care.
And that's the whole thing. Like for me, like the financial situation is often a reflection of the like emotional or relationship situation.
Right.
There's a compromise when you're coming together as individuals. You know what I mean? Like in a perfect situation, you're taking each other as you are for all the faux pas and quotables that is. You know what I mean? And with that, that's personality wise and that's financial wise. So like if you know that you're in a point in life where like you're further along in your career and you might be doing a little bit better financially, the financial burden is going to fall on you a little bit more. Maybe on the flip side, they're taking on the emotional side of that burden when you guys are talking about what's going on in both of your lives and the balance of the seesaw.
That's why it's never 50-50.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's never. It's never.
To me, that decision or that conversation,
not at all times,
or that drawing of the line of the sand of a 50-50 is almost delusional in believing that it's that easy to separate what's going on.
Right.
You know
I don't want to turn this into the 50-50 conversation.
This is a relation like...
No.
This is a relation like ship. So like let's imagine this ship out setting sail on water. Like, you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, when those seas get choppy, it's about the safety and security of the ship. You know what I'm saying? And us as everybody on board and not just any one individual, because it takes a crew for the journey to go the way it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like that's all part of, to me, the compromise.
Do you expect to be the captain?
Yes.
Yes.
Look at me.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's
I want to keep that. I do want to say,
but here's the thing.
Something simple like that.
But there's times when you can mature and understand yourself as a leader, where you can understand. There's times where you can and should step back as well.
Correct.
And allow someone else to lead.
That's
to me,
that's a captain.
That's where the most powerful and the most potential in relationships comes out.
Leaders delegate.
100%. And dictating duties and all of that.
Now, what if your leadership is being challenged more than you would like?
We have to have those.
We have to have a conversation. We got to have that tough conversation.
Okay.
Thanks. How you feeling?
Here's my thing, right? I feel like there's percentages in every aspect of a relationship. So there's a percentage in the financial, there's a percentage in the emotional, sexual, that's about it, right? Physical, right? Mm-hmm. So let's say, for example, like spiritual, right? Also, thank you for that. So let's just say like a lot of the advantages for me. We can get into that. For me are let's say it's the financial, it's the spiritual, and it's the physical, and then for her it's like the balance of emotional. Is more of a prevalent, right? And let's just say all of them. Let's say like spiritual, sexual, physical, and what was the last one? Financial. And then hers is emotional, right? So somehow, some way, I'm filling in all these gaps, right? I'm filling in all those percentages, but then she's filling in this one percentage because that's the main focus. That's where her mind is at. That's where her strength is, right? And everything else, I might have a strength in. So we always are going to be able to collaborate because we're just balancing our strengths. And sometimes, depending on, like Bam said, like if there's a moment where you got to sit there and tackle the financial because you make more money, then all that shifts is just the balance, right? But that doesn't mean that every single balance of the relationship is shifting. It just may be certain things in certain seasons, right? So it really just depends. That's why as we always talk about, it's that C word, it's that communication aspect, right? Because you got to be real with your partner and say, and this time in our relationship, and whether you're married or whatever, this is what I know I can have the more dominant balance at this stage. Something might be 50-50. You might be able to meet each other, but there are times where it isn't always 50-50, but not just overall, just in those lanes. Certain lanes you're 50-50, but other lanes you might be more dominant depending on the space that person is in. Somebody, if your wife or significant other had a death, emotionally she's going to be at a 20, you might be at an 80 because you got to overtake and cover her a certain way at that time, right? Vice versa. Financially, if you make more money, there might be a different stage at that time, you know. So it just depends. I think we got to talk about it and break it down from the stages, because when we talk about 50-50, that's too broad. If I say, well, we're both handling 50-50, we're not, because then at some stages I am 90 and she might be 10, and she might be 85 and I might be the other 15. So it just really depends.
It's really that's the main issue with dating now is like, I mean, as a single guy, y'all not, you know what I'm saying, but as a single guy, like you just hear constantly these conversations about 50-50 and 100%, and it's like, relationships is not about who's gonna provide everything. Relationships are supposed to be about finding someone you're willing to go to war with.
I got a good example of, I think it technically is 50-50, but not straight down the middle.
Right.
So like, and I said this, I guess, in a previous episode, it's more of a yin and a yang situation.
Right.
You fill in the gaps that I'm missing, I fill in the gaps that you're missing.
Yeah.
There definitely, I think, there has to be gender roles. I think depends on, those lines are drawn individual each relationship. Know what I mean? But I know there's things in my household that I take care of, and that my wife just is not gonna.
You might have pride in it.
Yeah, there's things that in our house that I'm not doing, and she does. She does as a wife, as a female, somebody that I live with, basically my partner. We have to come together on some type of agreement. And I'm not washing those motherfucking dishes, bro. I'm not washing no dishes, my nigga. I'm not doing it, nigga. I'm not doing it.
I respect
You know
that.
what I mean?
You
But
keeping it simple too.
I vacuum.
But you know what it is? You have to find someone that, like, right. But you have to be able to, exactly.
Know what I mean?
I'm not washing dishes.
I'm not washing.
But I'm vacuuming
I'll vacuum, my nigga. I'll vacuum. You don't have to ever vacuum. My wife doesn't like.
Your hands ain't gonna get dry. You can dance around.
Exactly.
You can have fun with vacuuming.
She doesn't
know.
know.
You doing fucking dishes. Your hands get dry.
She don't like to answer the door. She shouldn't.
But that's her thing.
But that's her thing.
That's real.
Nigga,
Right.
I'm not answering this motherfucking door. I don't give a fuck if you're sleeping.
She might want that protection
What you're
from you
doing,
to be
somebody
the
comes to the
first
door,
one. I feel that.
you
Right.
answer that shit. And nigga, okay. That's something I've agreed agreed upon. I mean, so I like to think of it, we are 50-50, but just not
every lane.
Not in every. Know what I mean?
I think that the main thing is whenever you say 50-50, I'm not gonna lie to you. Guys think about it in the aspect that we just spoke. I'm willing to do this if you do this. I'm willing to
compromise.
Do this. Not one of us said I'm willing to spend this much. Like, but women, when they hear 50-50, they go.
They think finance.
I'm not spending my. And it's
because
like,
I wanted to. You heard me from the jump. I wanted to clarify. This is not about money in a sense of like.
No.
Like I brought that up as an example of like, you know what I mean, maybe you might feel a sense of pride in providing for your family, so you wouldn't want your wife or your significant other to necessarily step on your toes. Like while you got it, like while I got it, save your bread for when I might not have it. Because I don't want you to be irresponsible with your money and try to do things and buy things for me and all of this stuff. And then when I'm down, like I can't come to you for you to pick up the slack. Like that is in my opinion is how that gender role is established.
And whoever you're with, you should want to invest in them. So like if they're down, you should want to invest so they can get up.
So they can get up. Exactly.
They can get up.
Exactly.
So
Right.
a rising tide brings up all ships. Know what I mean? So like if she's up, I mean our water's going up, that brings me up too.
We gotta remember.
I like the continuation of that metaphor.
Nah, he cooked.
It's true.
Jay-Z shit.
Because in any relationship, if you're gonna be in something with somebody, you should be growing together.
Man, this shit is analytics, man. This shit is confusing like analytics. It's true shooting percentage. Motherfucker be shooting 30 over here, but it be shooting 80 over here. That shit averages out to something good. I don't like it's something like you can be doing, like you said, somebody could be doing 100 here and got 0 here, but that shit don't matter as long as you taking care of business and she is making up somewhere else where you need it more. Like,
Right.
that's it.
And here's kind of what I take from the whole situation, because we all touched on the same thing, but I feel like it really comes down to 50-50 is more of a mindset as opposed to like an actual line drawn in the sand.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the problem only comes in once you start to try to quantify the situation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Like
As
that.
long as
Yeah,
it's compromise, I help you here, you help me there, and this is the way that we're going.
Honesty,
anything and everything that comes
communication.
up, there's no issue that happens. But it's only
That's what
when
I'm
it
getting
wins.
at,
It's only
yo.
when it wins we
Communication
choose
is
to
key.
start
Hey.
keeping score
So important.
and telling you do this and I do that and
Yeah.
I do that and you do this.
Yeah.
Word.
That it's only going to take you down a path that's not going to lead you anywhere.
I commend y'all because I thought it was gonna be something simple. I was trying to go simple. I ain't gonna lie. I was talking about like Niggas want to play the game. Niggas want to niggas want to go out on Fridays sometimes, and it's like, yo, like I do this shit, that, and the third all week.
Yeah.
Look, I need this fucking time as a man. This is what I need to fucking this is what I need.
That shit is true because you're not lying. We go to work, we fucking bust our ass. We have kids, you know what I mean, and we fucking even if we don't, we got to come home. We got to come home to our wives. We got to provide.
Everybody had a life before y'all met. Like we all had a life.
Sometimes we want to go and just chill with the bros. This is what we have our fucking pod for. This is what we have bros night for. This is what we do shit like that for. But it goes both ways. I'm not gonna stop you from going out to get your nails done. I'm not gonna stop you from going out, going get a massage, or going out with your girls.
But that's because she do what she's supposed to do at home. You do what you're supposed to do at home, and whatever within your relationship. Whatever those roles are that established, whether you vacuuming, she washing the dishes, if your wife loves to cook, like it would be wrong for like if you home before her every day of the week, it would be wrong for you to cook 4 days in a week if you know she like to cook for you. You know what I mean? Like that's why I'm looking. I'm like, all right, bro, you might be able to show off on a Saturday and cook her something and surprise her, but like. You know what I mean? If you might not be doing her a favor if she comes home and enjoys to cook for the family. You know what I mean? Like she might not be doing you a favor. Like if she freaking paint the child's bedroom when you've been planning for that for a week. You know what I mean? Like so you gotta like certain things where that's why I feel like communication is key because like some things can be looked at as like yo I'm helping out and. You might be stepping on something that
stepping on my toes.
You know what I mean? Like I enjoy to do or
you took out the garbage, bitch? Yeah. I didn't ask you to do that.
You might want to. Like now, where I'm gonna smoke my joint at? Like where I'm gonna smoke at now?
Hey, my nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like
I like to walk the dog at 12 o'clock at night. I didn't ask you to do that.
Like that time was saved for that.
I didn't ask you to do that.
I mean, it's simple shit. But if that shit,
if I come home and my floor is vacuumed, I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off, brother.
But if we do shit because but say this, it could be as simple as now it's like now you gotta find something else to make up for what the fuck you. It's like yo,
a lot of things.
You better not start complaining about having that you vacuum the floor every day, bitch. You better not start complaining because I love to do that shit.
Yo, it's honestly
you been doing so bad. You do it.
Yo, it's really honestly understanding that a lot of things in relationships are therapeutic, right? Especially for men, like certain gestures that we do is very therapeutic. So taking out the trash may be like, yo, I'm outside taking a breath. I had to say some crazy stuff outside because when I go back inside, I gotta go back into that mode.
You might want to smoke.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might just want to get just some fresh, that fresh air for like a minute, like 5 minutes. Be real.
Like
be anxious to walk the dog. Yo, walk all the way down the fucking block real quick. Come the fuck back.
Like I need the 20 minutes with the doggo for like, come on, man. I'm not with him all day. Like
these are things I enjoy being single. Like being. Well, I was in a relationship like for 5 years prior to going single. Like, I've been single now for 6, maybe 7 years.
Okay.
Kind of lost count. But in that time, first off, I think everybody that's single, like the issue that people have is like they so desperate to go find something, and you got to really spend time alone, and especially for men. Like,
bro.
So you think people are like creating situations out of situations that they should?
Here's the issue, especially for men. I'm gonna speak on men because it's fellas.
Nah, do it. Preach.
That's what we need.
Fellas be so hyped up on like the need to get in something or like be like the fellas around them when in fact when you're single, bro, and going spiritual for a second, like God only matures men in their moments of solitude. When Jesus was tempted by Satan, he was by himself.
Right.
He's not with the disciples. Satan could have pulled up when he was with his fellas, but he got him when he was alone.
Right.
And on his purpose, because his purpose was to walk and have solitude.
True.
And get his mind correct for what was coming.
Right.
And he also came to him when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane praying by himself. Devil pulled back up. He didn't pull up when he was chilling, when he came in with Peter and them. Nope. He waited till Jesus was away and praying by himself and tried to interrupt and get into his head while he's praying on his purpose. So I feel like, and it's like if you're spiritual, if you're a believer, like it's true. Like every man needs time to himself to find who he is, to find his purpose, and then when you have then been on your purpose and you know who you are, that stuff gravitates towards you. Like
100%.
Yeah.
I think the issue is everybody's out here trying to find somebody. That shit will come to you.
Yeah.
I don't go out searching. It comes to me.
Yeah.
Cause I'm on my purpose. I'm out here. Like I might be at like an audition and then some shorty comes up. Oh my God, I really like your hat. Up, she's bad. I'm on it.
Yeah.
But I didn't go up to her. She came up to me. Like, you feel me? Like, I just feel like every man needs time to himself.
Yeah, you
find
get the
who
best
you
version.
are. Like, there's a lot of dudes
yeah.
out here like that. They want a girl so bad, but it's like
You ain't spend no time with yourself.
you ain't spend no time with you. Like,
Yeah,
what do you
yeah, yeah.
what do you want?
Nah, you're right.
You get the best version. Yeah.
Right, because you end up pushing more away, chasing, than you'll ever attract in your own purpose.
Right.
Once you're moving in your frequency, doing what you're supposed to be doing, you start to attract that attention, like for the right reasons.
Listen,
like for you being you.
Yo, girls love a nigga that rant, dog. I'm telling you right now, like that can rant about like the accomplishments of what they do and all the things that they moves that they saying. That's very attractive to a woman because it's like
intoxicating.
It is because it's like, oh, he really outside. Like
I hate doing that shit because Kanye's my spirit animal. So once I start, once I get going, I start going, and then it'd be like.
But that's the point. Like my thing is like it's like my accolades are so lit that we gonna need a couple of dates in order for us to have this conversation.
Right.
That's
bars.
when
That's enough right there.
I was my sister's boyfriend. My sister broke up with her boyfriend, right? Back in the day. And that was really cool.
I was about to say, wait.
Nah.
Bro, my chest was like, I was like,
the way his words.
I was like, not right now, bro.
The cadence in there.
not right now, bro.
That just happened.
I'm talking about back in the day.
I was like,
I got very
It was
quiet.
bad.
I was like, what the hell is
I'm talking
going
about
on?
intern. Yeah, so I'm an intern, right? He was my sister's boyfriend, right? Sister broke up with him, right? Came to me, yo, I don't know what to do, blah blah blah. He just one day he was like, yo, bro, can I like come through or whatever? I'm like,
Nigga wanted to talk to you.
like Aisha's not here. I guess what the fuck was going on, bro? Nigga, like,
Man to man.
he's like, yo, listen, bro. It's like, yo, I'm like really heartbroken and like I don't know what to do,
Right.
son. And I'm like, yo, bro, listen. Work on yourself, son. Fuck all the bitches. Fuck everything else. This is what you need to do. You need to get your money right, and you need to get your mental right.
Yeah.
Go to the gym, and everything will fall in place. I
What the fuck happened?
promise
He the
you,
man.
bro.
Yo,
I promise you,
this
bro.
is crazy.
And then what happened? Couple years later down the line, right now he's fucking married with a dog in the house and a wife and a kid right now.
Money right.
Money right. Gucci, bro. Because he got his shit together. He went to the gym. He just was like, yo, listen, I gotta, work on myself. And that's what happens. Usually that's how things fall in line. That's how
it takes, it's dark.
No, say it.
It's dark, it's pessimistic, but to a degree, it takes a certain degree of like that heartbreak or that disappointment.
That's a fact.
For you to understand the gravity of that decision of investing in someone to that level or to that degree.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Visit to that Heartbreak
I
Hotel.
feel like you have to get quote unquote swept off your feet, knocked out of whatever you want to call it.
Knocked off your boot.
You know
I'm
what
about
I'm
to
saying?
say, I think it was to get your back blown out.
hey yo,
You gotta hit the rock bottom, yo. Yo.
But like it takes
He was going in.
it takes that
Swept off your feet, Cinderella.
it takes that puppy love heartbreak to like really understand like the real repercussions of that. And I mean it makes when you go down that path again.
that's how you rebound and come back, bro. Come back, 10 times stronger.
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra, my nigga. All right, Banks.
Yo.
Where we trying to go with it?
All right, go to the sexist one right there in the middle. in the middle, upper.
Is that right funny? Because we need to be funny.
Yeah. Go down. Go to the condom one. Yeah. Go down right there. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Break it down. Yeah.
I don't know why that made me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Niggas want. They want
contraceptives.
Brought to you by our sponsors.
Right. You want to laugh? He said he want to laugh.
We just go.
Just go right into it. We'll go right into it.
This is crazy.
All right.
Go right into
Terrible
it, bro.
shits. We gonna get the cheap shits first.
That's the gas station Jones. That's not even name brand.
Yo, go ahead, bro.
If you're fucking with a condom,
So let me
that
get
does
Royal
not
Honey in the
count
Rough
as a
Riders.
body.
Like, what?
That's not.
Wait, what you say?
100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count.
Fuck nobody.
Exactly.
Wait,
It's not gonna
what?
count.
Is she serious?
We're gonna bring it back.
That's not gonna
That's
count.
different. Wait,
100 condom bodies don't count.
If you're fucking with a condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
so you gonna fuck 100 niggas.
And it's not gonna count.
Fuck nobody.
Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah,
She a virgin.
That's not gonna
that's
count.
different. Wait, so that means
I must be a virgin.
All right, but I'm
She a virgin.
Because I respect my body.
Niggas don't know how to do
And I
that.
respect her
If
body
you're
and not
fucking with a
enough
condom,
not to
that
get
is-
her pregnant.
Well, you never been in Raw Dog? What you mean?
Yo, all right. Here's my issue. Hold on. Here's my. All right, yo, we going too quick. All right, so here's my thing. What you mean, bro? So I have like with two shorties, right? I'm Raw Dog, but like in the middle of them, just like. I don't want no kid.
His question. All right, so right, you dive in with a condom. Boom. Halfway through, condom breaks.
Man.
So you're technically already in there raw.
Yo, I've gotten
Do you pull out and put another condom on?
I've gotten so good at it, bro, and so paranoid.
Like you can feel it when it's
that I'm literally like, I'm in there, but I'm like, this better not break. This better not break.
Nah, man, you can't.
Matter of fact,
You are fucking up your experience.
I hear you.
My God.
I mean, this nigga probably go longer. I mean, on some Paul shit, he probably go longer because he's like, I don't want this shit to break.
Yeah,
I'm
but
good.
fact.
Fucking hour later.
always want to go
Fucking 2
longer.
hours later.
But here's my issue.
Sometimes you want to finish.
Nigga say, I gotta pull out and finish
Y'all
off.
all gotta respect me because y'all are all fathers.
Facts.
I do
How you
not.
think we got this shit, nigga?
Nigga said,
How you think we got here?
the nigga said, I pull out and I bust.
Listen, y'all are all fathers here. I am not going to waste my seed on a maybe.
Yo, why is she acting like? Why is she acting like though? Just because you wore a condom,
Yeah.
that there is no like skin interaction anywhere.
Yeah, nah.
Like the condom.
You're getting some of the
Nah,
base.
he's still inside you.
You're getting some base.
He's still inside you.
That's modern feminism, dog.
You're getting some
bro.
base, so I don't know what that
man.
counts for.
Yeah, it's like, yo, what are you talking about? The condom don't cover everything. It's like,
There are feminists right now rolling in their grave when they hear shit like that being said. Like, yo, what do you mean a condom doesn't count as a body? That is, if that isn't the most sexy red, the most sexy red, loose woman, haram thing I have ever heard in my life.
yo,
Doesn't count.
can you play it one more time? Her laugh is mad funny. It's the laugh that
If you're
counts.
fucking with a condom, that
The
does not
giggle.
count as a body. It does not.
This is absurd.
Yo, she knew she was lying.
I thought that you would insinuate that
So
would even
her
count as
body
a
count
body.
got to be 0 then. Like,
Nah,
it's
I feel like when she did that laugh, her body count
Wait, y'all
came
niggas
out
is-
in that giggle. She was like, like, yo, nah, that's what. That's, bro,
Yo, son, listen.
that's like saying to your
But they was all
boy,
with a
if she
condom,
was
so
fat,
two.
it don't count.
Two.
If she was fat and ugly, it don't count. Nigga, it counts.
It don't count.
It counts. You just
just-
don't tell everybody, but it still
But
counts.
does it count?
I'm gonna just say one thing.
Does it count?
Hey, bro, everything counts, though. What the fuck?
Yeah, no,
Everything
he was
counts.
inside you. That shit count.
Everything counts.
Nah, dick inside you. Dick
can't
inside
be-
your vagina. That shit count.
You can't sit here and not kind of regret pussy.
Period. That's how
You kinda-
right?
you can't-
Tell me
As
I'm
hard as pussy
Nah,
is,
let PJ cook. I want to hear this.
But it does not feel the same, nigga. It is not the same.
I will give y'all that.
Nigga. Like, it is,
and that's one of the facts of life. The difference between feel and fact.
I will give y'all that.
There you go.
I will give y'all that.
Because I'll tell you right now,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie when you put it like that.
Don't let that go over your head.
Wait, 100%, guys.
Listen,
you
bro.
want to know how I feel 100%?
Go ahead.
She kind of right.
The 100% knowing that when I'm done, there ain't no baby on the way. Hey, that was a great thing. She finished a couple times. I got my one.
Right.
I'ma chill. I'm smoking this L.
Yeah,
I feel you, but listen.
Ain't no body and no baby.
Okay.
Yo.
All right, it rhymes a little bit.
Yo, that
not
fun
really.
fact is real.
I never smoked crack in my life, right?
Yes.
Where you going?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out.
Yes, sir.
Land the plane.
That shit probably feel good.
That feeling?
Yeah.
But that feeling?
That shit probably feel good.
But that feeling, bro? Son, but that feeling, son, once you take that bondom off, bro, I can imagine what that crack feel like, my
As
nigga.
someone who has had both,
Imagine, my nigga.
as someone who's had both, it's like, yes, I would rather this one.
But
This one is great. And sometimes I'd be like, I'll start this way. And then I'm like, all right, hold on.
Hold on.
You cannot start.
There is no starting
You
without
can't start
finishing.
raw and then cover up.
You can't start a race and not end it
You
the
can't
same
go
way.
in the rain and
That's
then
what I'm
be
saying.
like, hey, I'm
And that was my line of questioning, right?
hey.
You start with the condom on, the condom breaks.
It's over.
Are you pulling out, taking the broken condom off?
If it's
putting
a
it in
Henny
the condom?
night, I'm not
Yes.
going to lie to you.
Yes.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yes.
Or is it
She
a
about to have the bubble good, so I'm saying.
Yes.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. A Henny night?
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
I am.
Sorry, mama.
We running through.
The
You gotta
condom
take-
break, I am
listen,
being
they-
responsible and I am grabbing another one.
She did not
They
come here
always-
for undercover brother. She came here for undercover lover. That's what she came for.
Son, all right, listen.
Yo, wait. That funner fact though is true because there's a difference between it being like, the fact of feeling like oh shit versus the all right, that's good. There's a difference.
Yeah,
between,
I don't care how thin you go, brother. There's no difference.
There's no-
I'm sorry.
Listen, and I sat there and been like, this is the thinnest Magnum I could buy.
But if she hit me with that, I'm on the pill, and I seen that shit in her purse, and I see a couple of them chewed up.
That's the problem.
Listen,
over.
Listen, I'm gonna hit. I'm gonna hit you with something else.
As long as she on
Wait.
that.
I'm gonna hit you with something else. When I'm tracking the ovulation period and I know it's over, it's a a little different.
Yeah, Banks got the calendar on.
I got the calendar on.
They said I got the dot.
I was put out to the I was put out to the apps like, hold on, dog. So your period was here, so that means you out there. So we good. Because your next one not until next week, so I can dive in for the next 7 days.
I'm shooting club up for the next 4 days. That's
no, we be like, no consequences.
4 days.
I'm gonna pull out, but I'm still wild out. That's it.
I never was a nut in the joint.
You're a pull out.
I was a ninja, nigga. In and out like the night, nigga. You didn't even see me, my nigga. Like I was gone, nigga. Like you had no evidence. Know what I mean? Talk about no DNA. Niggas, I could murder, nigga.
Get your hand.
Back in the day, they would have found
BJ's
me.
longtime friend, and I said BJ for a reason. As BJ's longtime friend, and again, you heard I said BJ. When he started doing that shit, and he got good at it, I ain't gonna hold you. He let all of these niggas know. He said, "You ain't never pulled out." Yeah. This nigga BJ made it sound so good. I had to try that shit. I was like, BJ, I did that shit.
It's too much. That shit is too much.
Got to, bro.
No, I'm not even gonna. I'm just saying. I'm not incriminating myself right now.
Nigga, I ain't never
in
had
life.
There's a good science to it.
That's
There's
like,
a science
I
to
don't.
it.
Yeah, man. I don't
Never
rob
had a kid.
banks.
I ain't on purpose. I ain't never had a kid. It wasn't on
You know what I'm
purpose.
saying? I don't rob banks.
You say
I
that
don't rob
right?
banks.
I don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? I try not. I try not to put myself in that position.
I feel you.
But
Better be safe and sorry.
Nah, and my family, like, they got that super sperm, so I'm afraid, like, I fucking get a bitch pregnant and it's twins or triplets, so it's like, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, nah, that's
On the first go.
That's what you don't
On the
want.
first go,
you don't
bro.
want.
On
Yeah,
the first
You know
go.
what?
you might want that shit.
Nah, you gotta. The first go is that's you got.
You might want to.
But like,
Hey, Doc, tie him up while you're down there.
when we
First go 3 is crazy.
like when you my girlfriend.
He said,
he
nigga.
said girlfriend.
He said, we about to fuck. We about to smash for 48 hours straight.
I ain't had many girls. I mean,
You about
I
to
don't know how many
smash.
girlfriends y'all niggas
We
had.
about to smash for
I'm
48
I'ma give
hours
you that.
and
My
take
girlfriend?
this
I'm gonna give you
pill.
that. When there's commitment in there, you willing
So
to shoot it up.
So Banks.
No, I know, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Not shoot it up. You gotta get out.
So you gotta get out. You gotta stop shooting it up. Yo, Ben say he's shooting it up too because he gonna get the pill in 48 hours. Yo. So there's a video I seen today on YouTube where this nigga was like, this chick was like, she took what, like 80, like she took more than 80 pills.
What, over the span of her life?
Yeah. Over the span of her sex life.
Okay.
I need context. As a guy, I think it was 40 actually. As a guy, do you think that's crazy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say crazy, but it's more than
it's more than you thought.
Expected. Yeah.
There's certain questions I can't ask y'all because that don't make no sense.
Nah, you can ask, bro.
No.
So how many of y'all expect a girl to take
in her lifetime?
In her lifetime.
I think 80 sounds reasonable. Like if she's someone that's like, I don't want to get pregnant. I've been taking it. Yo, how many?
No, not birth control. Not birth control.
Oh wait, so what we saying?
No. Plan B.
Plan B.
Oh God damn.
My nigga. That's why
I'm sorry.
I
know
40 is a lot.
Is that shit even working anymore, my nigga? Like,
that mean you.
I had the wrong contraceptive.
Yeah.
You said Plan B.
She said she's taking well over 40 Plan Bs.
Yo,
oh
her
man,
shit is
what a
off.
yo!
You can't use the app I got for that, bro.
I think the real question is how many
she actually is taking.
No, I think the real question is how many is okay.
Yeah, you need to.
I think it's one or two. They say
I got the under 10 and a half.
Consult the back of the bed.
Oh, you got under 2. So you got 10
per month.
Under 8 and a half. For real.
8 and under.
That's a 55 piece every single time.
Wait, you said 8 is okay? Plan Bs like.
In your lifetime.
But per month. I'm putting myself hypothetically in the mind state of somebody out and about
Banks
right
about to
now.
come crazy with this shit.
Right
per
now.
month. You don't want to do that shit.
Oh no, not per month, but how many in a lifetime?
Bro.
In a life.
Like I'm just saying like a promiscuous one too. Like I'm not talking about no
because Plan B is a scare. Like now I'm thinking a little bit more about that.
Yeah, like it's a scare.
That number is high.
6.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just saying
6.
I'm just saying.
You know what I just thought about?
I'm just saying.
Plan B and Henny in the plan. Just thought about
I am just saying.
It's ridiculous. So he goes like,
you know what?
Fuck it, I'll take it in the morning.
Some things what? And 10 don't sound too crazy.
10 sounds crazy.
Yo.
It does, but it don't.
Because that's full blown scare.
Yo, listen,
you know what I'm saying?
It's bad.
We talked about this earlier. We from 2 different places.
That's true. That's true.
10 sounds crazy. 10 sounds crazy to him.
I need to step
10
out.
does not sound crazy to you.
I'm not talking about Patterson. I don't know how many of these they take.
I'm not putting a location on.
I'm not putting a location on nothing. I'm more so just talking about
the counties
because I'm specifically
Shay, the counties is different.
I'm specifically talking about a girl that would be.
I'm
specifically talking about the type of girls that's probably like on that podcast that would say even some shit like 100 bodies with a condom don't count. Like how many Plan Bs you think a girl like that is taking in her lifetime? So you don't think it's too crazy?
I got over for that one over 15 and a half.
15 and a half. I think that sounds about right for a girl that's like that's
outside,
a little wild. You know,
that might have a couple heady nights. It's
might
like,
have
you know
some
what?
Brittany Renner.
Forget it, bro. Just let's get to it. I'll take it tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, we wasn't doing it unless it was already bought. Like we just knew.
Yo, them shits was 50%
weekend
off at Rutgers.
Nah, yo, I didn't trust that. Yo, anything that was percent
I
off.
imagine it was like that at every college. I'm just saying everything was 50% off at Rutgers.
I feel like niggas here will understand because like I'll never forget. It was my like sophomore year in college where niggas started talking about that like STD that was going around at Rutgers. That they was that true?
It wasn't during my time.
Some shit they called like the Scarlet Night or some shit.
The Scarlet Fever.
The Scarlet Fever. Like it was. I'll never forget that story.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. Shit be them motherfuckers be lying.
That was like an urban legend.
I don't know because I'm not an outside person. I just know that like if you go to the clinic, this is wild. Like you know how like a fucking 24 box of condoms will cost you say like $15 at home.
Yeah.
Like nigga, that shit was $4.
They was trying to keep y'all from getting these girls pregnant.
It was so lit.
Don't blame me for putting condoms on.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm saying that's like
analytics.
So like when you win, but then like the Plan B is like $40.
Yeah, shit like $40.
But then it's like $20 at Rutgers or at the school. That gives them the incentive
$20 plan
to use that shit. And it's just like, oh my gosh, yo.
Oh my gosh,
I'm not saying I've seen it.
$20.
I'm just saying that I'm not surprised because I'm a realist, yo. I'm a realist. And I ain't about to put low numbers on shit.
Yo,
So
I'm just being
they
honest.
selling low budget condoms to make sure that you came.
Them free condoms was ass. Yo.
Like,
No, these wasn't shit. These were shit with
random ass logos on the front.
Anything
Nah, nigga.
NYC somewhere.
Bro,
Speaking about
these shits-
NYC condoms, hold on, I got a story, guys.
Oh my god, he popped a couple. I can tell.
Oh shit,
Hey, yo.
yo, it's mad funny. So,
This shit was like Durex.
Nigga said Durex. Come on, bro. Now
Nigga said I could tell.
Durex.
so I went. So after high school, I went to the American Musical Dramatic Academy in New York for college. I went to a conservatory, and I did the musical theater program. So y'all know that the population of heterosexual males to homosexual males was very low.
Slim to none.
So I was in there. It was very easy to smash because
You was one of the only
I was
ones.
one of the only ones. It's like,
right.
I ain't gonna be gonna lie to you. I think it was like 10 of us, to be honest, like straight
10
guys.
straight
right?
dudes, right?
Oh, that's fucking. That average is crazy.
Right? So
That's a good number.
it was
back in the
coming in abundance.
day. It's coming.
No, no pun.
And-
Hold on. I got something for that.
Just hit it again.
But yeah, one more time. Yeah, you gotta do it one more time.
We gotta double that up because that shit sound crazy.
But peep it though. So the school, they would also, because we have the homosexual community. Shout out to y'all. Don't hate me. They gave out condoms to everybody.
Yeah.
And the condoms they gave out were these NYC condoms.
Them
NYC or
With the
Durex.
little subway,
Right?
with the subway
Hell
letters.
yeah.
I seen that shit, but I never
The N
Right?
train, the Y train, and the
Like,
C train.
who is fitting in this?
They giving these to us, right? Exactly.
Right.
I was
So,
scared to use all that.
That was
One of them shits popped on me back in the day, but anyway.
My man cook. My man cook. Go ahead.
I'm not gonna cook though. Back in the day. Back in the day.
So I'm like, I'm not. I just take a handful. I'm like, hey, they free? Nah, take a handful.
Hell yeah.
Throw them in the drawer. I'm like, I'm probably never gonna use them anyway. So throw them in with the rest of my, my shit.
The
Like,
regular, yeah.
and I'm just, I go in there and I'm never grabbing the NYCs, like, because you always look at it.
Yeah, you don't look at people and you like,
Right? You go.
Once you run out, bro,
and you trying to do is yo damn. I remember the days, right?
That was the
Do it
moment.
smooth, nigga. You're not trying to do too much.
And you do the one eye,
Fire
I
knife.
bet. Right?
Fire
so
knife.
it was always gold. I was good. And then one night, I'm in there and the lights is out. And like I said, fellas, Henny night. So I'm like, and I grab something. I didn't even look. I'm just still, she's looking crazy, ass crazy. I'm like, oh man, grab this thing. I put it on. I'm like, this shit is just not
the same.
Right.
It ain't the same.
Something
like that. Something's up. It's like,
Something's up.
Bad fat guy in a little coat. But anything, so I'm like, fuck it. Let's go for it. You know what I'm saying? And let's just say that the fat guy ripped through his coat.
The Hulk busted out the suit.
Right? And I was like, oh shit. But I'm still going. Like, fuck it. Like, I'm thinking, I'm Henny Knight. I'm not thinking that I just broke the condom. I'm thinking, I'm thinking I did something to her. I'm like, oh, I did some crazy.
This shit really shit like that.
I didn't know the walls can open like that.
Nuts.
Wake up the next morning and I hear the shower going. I'm like, all right, she's taking a shower. I pull over. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I see the condom around. I'm like, NYC. I laugh like, she rode the subway last night. Right? And how every guy, they wake up, they go down there like, just make sure everything's intact.
Yeah.
So I go to make sure everything's intact.
Find the balloon, the edge of the balloon.
And I see it, and I feel the ring of the shit. I'm like,
oh wait.
He felt that to the balloon down there. That shit popped off.
I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, wait a second. Did she put a rubber band on my shit?
Nigga had to roll with no condom.
Nigga said, I fell asleep in that shit.
Right when I found the fucking rubber band and this shit, I guess you could say, she gonna come out like, look what I found out.
Oh, my God.
Bum ass NYC green tragedy condoms. Never again will I fuck with them NYC ride the subway condoms.
Yeah, man, don't do that.
You know, I can't pass out with that shit still on. I gotta take that shit off. Be like, yo, come on, bro. Like,
gone.
That shit's crazy.
You know what? I fuck with you though, because you elevated yourself in these last few episodes. And I'm very proud of you. Like, I don't give a fuck.
No more.
Give you some
no more vanilla bean. He's just
that was the abracadabra too.
We vanilla bean with the chocolate sprinkles.
No.
Okay. Vanilla bean
with the chocolate sprinkles. With the chocolate sprinkles.
He got the chocolate sprinkles on the vanilla bean right now.
What you called it?
Oh yeah, vanilla bean.
He said vanilla bean. He got the sprinkles on there too.
Okay.
Sprinkles on there.
Okay.
You know,
we move it to the milk. Get to the milk.
Croissant.
My little French croissant.
Grace Kelly.
Before we took a little break, Shay, you asked us a question. Is it worth it? What you saying? Is it worth it being married?
Is it worth it being married? Yeah.
Are we gonna send this around?
Nah, BJ, you start.
I just want to make sure.
Give me some content.
You want me to start?
Give me the content.
Yeah, I got 30 seconds. Look directly into the camera.
Shit, it was already an awkward pause in the beginning.
Yeah.
No, that was good. That was a good break.
Niggas is like, I don't know.
All right. No. Yes. Honestly, yes. I think it is. I suggest it is a benefit to your life, to my life. You know what I mean? Especially if you wanna, you know what I mean, be financially stable. If you wanna be, like have a responsibility, joys, and to release some responsibilities too. So I'm not I am fine. We're financially stable, but not just off the back of me. I mean, I don't have to worry about little things like cleaning up. Like things are like, I mean, balanced. So not everything is on me. Now, I don't have to come home and think about like, yo, what am I doing? What am I about to cook for dinner tonight?
Right.
I mean, like, I don't have to come home and be like, damn, are the bills, I mean, taken care of, or like stuff like that. Like it makes my life easier, and I'm sure it makes her life easier because there's certain things that she doesn't have to worry about. Like, yo, where's this money coming from this week? Things like that. Like, I mean, like, where is? I mean, am I gonna be okay emotionally? Shit, I'm there for it. And I mean, like, so I think it's a beneficial that way. Definitely, a lot of people say married like this. You know, I'm just gonna. I don't want to dive too deep back again because I was gonna go crazy.
This is a simple question.
I was about to go crazy.
Yes, yes. Marriage is worth it.
Yes.
It's supposed to be light, right? Marriage is worth it. I think growing with somebody is fire, and the fact that you're able to, actually do that, and at some point you're gonna realize, like, like it's a lot of money wasted, some time wasted. It's good to marry with a purpose or exclusivity, right? So it's kind of cool to be like exclusive with somebody and be like, you know what, we're just gonna date each other. If it works, great. If it don't, let's move on. But to sit there and just keep going and going and going and going, unless that's just like what you want to do, it's kind of good to actually work with somebody that you actually can see yourself growing with, making that decision with, and then again, it's a lot of things that are just purposeful. So like you guys are getting money together, you're growing together, you're getting assets together. Building a family together, building a legacy, because one day we won't be here. So you just want everything to work out in the favor of like whoever's supposed to be after you at some point. You just want that to be like the next goal. So I think growing with somebody is fire.
Yeah. Wait, before you go real quick, I was gonna say it's like you don't want to. I've seen older people by themselves, right? It's like an old man with no partner. And for me, I didn't want to be that. Know what I mean? I didn't want to be.
You didn't want to be married to the game.
I didn't want to be married to the game. I didn't want to be come home after a while, like I mean, a long day. I'm in my 70s and I got nobody to talk to.
Married to the hustle.
I mean, I got nobody. I might have kids, but they don't live with me. Type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't want that. I wanted a family. So if you want to grow old with somebody, you know what I mean? If you want to come home to like somebody that you could talk to, and it's basically like a best friend that you could smash. You know what I mean? like my wife is my best friend.
Yeah. That you can smash.
We have sex and it's great. You know what I mean? So like it's best of both worlds.
and we produce things.
Yeah, we had kids too. So. Bam, go ahead.
And that's where for me it's kind of a continuation of both of what they just said, but the most important part for me is with the right person, because I feel like a lot of kind of what's going on right now, or like what we see in whether it's social media or TV, like a lot of people want that day, a lot of people want that title, but after like the beauty and the youth fades, reality sets in.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if that relationship isn't built on the right foundation, eventually it's gonna crumble. So that's where it, for me, becomes most important for like making sure that you're getting into that relationship with the right person for the right reasons, so that if and when you guys get to that point where all the superficial reasons where you guys are where you are fade away, you guys still find reasons to stay where you're at. You know what I mean? Like, and that to me is what it's all about. Like, because at the end of the day, like the decision to commit is the decision to commit. Yeah. But like at the end of the day, you just gotta figure out who it is that is worth that commitment.
You think you want to get married one day?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's real. I think it's a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
But I look for I'm looking for something specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, like, I'm willing to bend on certain things, but
she gotta fit your criteria. So
but yeah, she has to. Yeah. And one big thing for me is that she has to be okay with my career.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The game. And I'm not gonna hold you. Like, there's been relationships that I've been in, or like girls that I fucked with, and they got to a point where like I got close to them, and I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking. And then something comes up like, what would you do if I told you I didn't want you to act anymore? And the fact that was a question you even thought
to ask,
or to ask me.
Yeah.
No go. Yep.
Having to choose between who you love and what you love is
because I would never. I would like that's like me. Like not that's like I'm rocking with. I'm not. I won't say her name, but like this shorty is a therapist. I'm rocking with her. She's dope as hell, right? And it would be like me telling her, get out the therapist game because I want you to be a stay-at-home wife. After her telling me like she wants her own practice, like she enjoys working with kids, like, nah, I don't want you to do that anymore. Do what I want.
Yeah.
That's messed up.
For sure.
It's good stuff.
Nah, you're right. It's you just reminded me of the paid in full scene. In the car, like, yo, when we retire, are they still gonna love me when I get out the game?
That's another thing too. Like, I would love to be with somebody who loves me while I'm trying to become what I want to become in the game, and then love me enough that when I'm ready to hang it up, and I'm not doing it anymore, and I'm just Shay again, that I'm still more than enough.
I feel you.
Oh my God.
Ain't good enough.
I was gonna say she's gonna have to make it enough.
Oh yeah, that could be a word. Is that?
Let's we got one more. Let's go one more clip and then we'll wrap it up.
Let's do it.
All right. Actually, Bam, you threw this in the chat. Let's just take it.
Men, when they make a bad decision, they always have a consequence. Women don't, and that's why women are worse, because one gender has consequences, one doesn't. And to say it's like equal, I just think isn't like fair, because Like men, when they make a bad decision, they have the consequence immediately, where women don't. We're bailed out of everything.
How are we bailed out of everything?
Okay. If you want to sleep around, there's birth control. If you get pregnant, you don't want to keep it, there's an abortion. If you get pregnant and you want to get married to the guy and leave and take half, you can do that. And you can do it under the guise of being happy. And, and society will accept you, and some simp will probably marry you after. And then on top of that, if you're bad with your money, what are you going to do? You're going to go to a women's shelter. Men, when
Is she a pick me?
That was kind of the question.
Is she a pick me?
I mean,
we gotta keep this short though.
All right.
Ain't got much battery left.
Okay, yeah, I would. I mean, if you want to classify her, yeah, I think shooting. I mean, might be up on that scale. But how you guys feel about the banks? Let's start with you. How do you feel about it? You think women have I guess privileges up?
Yeah, protect the woman at all costs. I think. There are certain privileges that do, obviously, in the government aspect for getting political. Allegedly, ghetto journalists do benefit a lot of women in a sense, and it does disadvantage a man, especially a man that didn't mean to or wasn't there. They didn't think it was going to happen. Like we were talking about earlier, busted condoms and certain things. From that point on, it's not our decision whether or not to keep the baby, you know what I'm saying, or to keep the responsibility. Is all on chance, you know what I'm saying, which they'll say, it takes two to tango, but again, it takes two to tango. So there was a decision made of opening up and alongside of protruding, so whatever the case may be, once that is done, if there's another decision made, it is no longer in the guy's hands. So the law does really benefit a lot of women and what they're able to gain if they decide to keep certain decisions or if they decide to say certain violations. It does benefit a lot of women. So
wow,
a lot of men. That's why we just say you gotta be careful out here, because one night can make a lifetime decision. It can make a lifetime
18 years
choice. Whether you pay it or not, you're gonna have to pay for it. So just be careful out here. No more was it NYC Subway and Derek? Go ahead.
I mean, it's kind of like a situation like when they're training you to handle firearms, right? It's like you treat every single firearm like it's loaded. Never always pointed in the safe direction. Never have it pointed in a direction where it can flag or hurt somebody.
But if you do it, there's always a chance.
There's always a chance that there's consequences and repercussions for those actions.
Right.
Y'all know how I am. If you lay down to have sex, I don't care if your condom busts. I don't care none of that shit. You took the risk. You took the risk to have a baby.
That's a fact.
Or get a STD or whatever.
Whatever happens.
You took that risk, so no party have no right of feeling like, oh man.
Because that's the whole thing. We're kind of joking hee ha ha about, okay, condom breaks, still going in raw, maybe play around with baby. But this is a completely different situation. If you're in that same situation, that condom breaks, and that person that you're having sex with is HIV positive.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yo, wait, hey, yo.
No. I mean, he took it there, but
took a dark turn.
But real talk.
This is a real situation. We're talking about advantages here.
Yeah.
Right? And this is why I call her pick me. Because the same people that I saw the video with the 40 Plan Bs, I don't know why this shit be showing up on my YouTube. But this guy,
it's your algorithm, bro.
Right? And then I keep clicking on them for the 60 seconds videos. Nah, it's fucking Shannon Sharp wilding now. He's so talky chatty that a lot of weird shit is popping up on my shit now. But basically, I think that it actually harms a woman's choices. I do agree that it gives people specifically a woman more options to be promiscuous when maybe they shouldn't be, because it gives them more contraceptives to make decisions after they make that decision to lay down whoever they lay down with.
True.
If birth control didn't exist, if Plan B didn't exist, women would be a lot more selective across the board, most likely. If we got to this point, because we know back in the day we ain't about to talk about how pillaging and that shit is different. You know what I mean? But if it got to the point where everything seems equal and choices are equal, I feel like women would be a lot more picky in general and they would be more like, and that we would probably be more disadvantaged of getting what we want, you know. And I put quotations because, like, you know, if you want, you know, like pussy or whatever, like it'll be harder to get at that point. But now it's easier for a guy to get because like there's more backups, like so we need to. I don't know about the advantages here. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is a slippery slope. You know.
Shay, what you think?
Well, is she a pick me? I don't think she's a pick me. I think it's easy to label her a pick me because she's a woman who's speaking up for men, and we don't hear enough men's right activists out there. So once you hear it, it's easy to be like, oh, because it's a woman and not a man, she's automatically a pick me. Yeah. She's not. She's a woman who's speaking up for us, and it really should be us speaking up for us. So no, she's not a pick me.
Okay. To speak to the advantages.
But I do think women do have advantages. When a little girl is born, she's automatically called what? Daddy's little princess. When a little boy is born, he's not called Daddy's little king. He's called Daddy's little man. We already telling him he has to be a man, and he ain't even, his balls ain't even dropped yet. So yeah, women have advantages. Yeah. I mean, I think we all know that. I'm just glad that she put it out there.
I think.
That was
very
well.
I mean, I like the. You gotta agree that shit. I like the like how he be.
I think women have a very,
even though we can agree to disagree. Like I still like how he be putting it. Like 100%. There, like with the.
I think in society, it's usually the men to have the advantage. Usually, like just going off the societal white male, infrastructure, whatever that we live in. Females have a big advantage over us though, which is the decision to keep a child. Men really don't have any opinion in whatever happens after
conception.
After that's all on the female. We can, maybe like I guess voice an opinion, but does it weigh anything? Not really. Not really.
No.
Those are decisions that sometimes I would like for the laws to favor the male, because not favor the male, but more be more even in I guess in those situations. I wish maybe in certain situations maybe a male was able to give up his rights.
The fact that the quote "divorce ruins men" is a thing is a problem.
Elaborate.
Divorce doesn't ruin women.
Okay.
It may affect them emotionally, maybe even mentally for a while.
Easier for a woman to bounce back from those situations.
It's easy to go find someone else to provide for you, and when being provided for, I believe that fills up a lot of gaps. So it's easy to get over someone if your life is being sustained. For men, it's financial. Let's be honest. It's a financial loss. It's an emotional loss. You're now being and let's be honest. When a man loses a woman, it's always you take a hit. They be like, oh.
It popped. It died.
All right, man. Before we get out of here,
oh Lord.
No, real quick.
Here comes the setup.
No.
See it in the laptop. They be like, damn.
Me and this man. Like I said, we go back. We're huge wrestling fans, so we're gonna talk about that real quick. But before we get into that, did you being an actor? We just got off the strike.
Right.
Did that affect you negatively, positively? How
I was not affected by the strike.
By the writer's strike, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I was still working. God bless me. I was on Wu-Tang, an American Saga.
Okay.
I caught. I don't know how. I don't know how it happened, but I caught a contract where I was able to stay on the show for 2 seasons.
Nice.
Wow. Clap it up. For
Blessings.
Definitely clap that up.
For that.
I also had caught Raising Canaan.
Okay.
Contract.
I'm about to go watch that.
Raising Kanan is fire.
And I was also I did the web series during that time.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I did the Regular Negroes web series.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I was watching. Yeah. That shit was funny.
So no, the writer's strike didn't affect me that bad. Like I was still getting bread,
still working.
but it did affect my money. Like 'cause my money was tied up in the writer's strike.
Right.
Like I still got paid, but I wasn't getting paid as much as I was prior.
So you don't think it affected your progress at all either? Like what type of progress?
I'll tell you one thing. I got scared with the entire AI situation.
That's one thing they were debating about, right? That's one thing that was
because I worked on Wu-Tang, and that's a Hulu product. Disney owns it.
Yeah.
And when Disney was like, basically, if you did anything that
they could sell your IP, right?
They could sell my likeness. I could be 85 and see a movie starring Shay Lucas that I never filmed.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me?
And you don't get
and I don't get proceeds from it because they own my likeness. They can change my name. You know,
was that in
or use the character you
use a character that I play, and I don't get any bread.
Was that in the contract that you signed, or like what? Was this just things that are because the technology is changing so much? These are things still in litigation.
How do I answer this?
I could probably help you.
So hold on. So truthfully, I can't answer.
Okay.
So I'll give you the politically correct answer, which would be with the growing times. These are things that are coming, and these are advancements in the entertainment industry that are here, and they're not going to go anywhere. And they have helped people like Morgan Freeman, who doesn't truly want to do too much voice acting anymore, so he's lended his voice out. Patrick Stewart in some instances has lended his voice out, I believe.
But you got to get paid.
Willis.
You got to get paid for that. Is what
right? James Earl Jones, he gave his voice out away for AI, but he's getting paid.
Yeah.
Right.
But the thing that was scary was they were going to take our likenesses without
consent.
Our consent, because you already signed on the dotted line that you're doing that whatever project.
And they already, so it's about if they own the IP, they own the character that you play.
That's it.
Yeah, you can't really dispute it afterwards if something that couldn't even been worded in the contract in the first place.
Right.
You know what I mean? So even if he like scammed his contract, you know what I mean, he would have never saw that. It's just like with artists where we just started becoming protected now, you know, because of a lot of lawsuits. It would take a bunch of lawsuits at that point, but like they were like Photoshop, you know, they just was selling all of our stuff and all of the stuff that we did and using that to build their AI program without our consent, technically. But we technically also already gave them our consent, you know, in different ways, you know, and it's unfair because it's very predatory. But like that's just how it's crazy. Reddit's they just made a deal, I think, for like 64 mil. That's crazy cheap. It sounds like, you know what I'm saying? But like they about to get ahead of it because what can you do against how the larceny, like the theft, like how much theft is going on out here? The only way you combat it is probably making a couple pennies anyway. You know,
I mean, think about it. You see the commercials for TikTok, right? Super Bowl, and they just post mad different TikToks, and it's TikTok, and it's mad TikToks. They didn't pay any of those TikToks.
It was all yeah.
When you make a TikTok, you give TikTok the license to be like, we can use this for whatever we want. If they wanted, if I made a TikTok that said TikTok's great, right, and they decide to make a commercial using that TikTok I made, TikTok's great, and it goes crazy, and I become the TikTok guy. I'm the TikTok guy, but I'm not seeing any proceeds from it because
they don't have to pay.
They don't have to pay me.
And I could be wrong. You correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like even with banks, like you kind of already like basically like sign over your like power of attorney to them, like automatically when you agree. Like obviously they won't, because it's still hard for them to get away with certain things. They, you know, like we still have power They won't, but at the end of the day, the bank can take your money.
Right.
They can use your money for whatever they want to. They can decide that you have $0. They can decide that you're in debt because we are literally we're putting our money in to borrow their money. Like, so we're just giving them money so we could just borrow money
the
that
fact
they
that
don't
the
have.
government can go, we'll freeze your accounts.
So they we already give away power of attorney just by signing over, saying I agree. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
That's wild, man. Thank you for that insight. That was definitely educational because I had no idea what the hell was going on. And I just knew that a lot of my favorite shows were being fucking halted, and I was pissed off.
I feel you on that.
But like I said, I was saying that we grew up watching wrestling. We grew up in the Attitude Era, and shit was real. And we grew up praising our man Vince. I couldn't imagine starting a company and having that shit being taken away from you, like he happened to him because of scandal and allegations.
He gave it away.
He had plenty. He had probably like 30 years ago where he could have just chilled out, relaxed. 20 years ago, he could have just chilled out, relaxed. 10 years ago, he could have just chilled out, relaxed. But this nigga
to the end.
If you really
he just
think
kept
about
coming back and won creative control.
He was doing some wild shit when we were watching.
When we were kids,
he had the Kiss My Ass Club. He had. I remember him and what he did to Tori. I never forgive him for that.
Oh man,
I never forgive him for that. And what he did to his wife, them old ladies who was getting put through tables and shit all the time. But
the storyline, the kayfabe storylines that they would have was crazy.
Forcing the women to strip on
Raw
on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, what was it called? The bra and panties
matches.
That's wild.
The storyline between his daughter and Triple H, how they got married.
Yo,
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's probably one of the.
He did a lot of wild stuff.
With Stephanie, Triple H, and Kane is one of the craziest motherfucking storylines on fucking television.
I'll never forget that.
He wanted to do a story with Stephanie where she had a kid that was his.
Yep, that was a storyline that was gonna happen, and the powers to be vetoed that shit. Well, even with Triple H marrying her, I'll never forget.
We was distraught. That was crazy.
We had a crazy ass era, bro.
He took her to the
Las Vegas.
Couldn't tell me that shit was fake.
In the drive-thru, and she was passed out.
She was passed out, drugged up.
You couldn't tell me that shit was fake. Yeah.
And she pretended to be. He was like, yeah, my name is Stephanie. I do. Son.
But you know what? He preyed on our innocence, bro.
To where we are at now.
Still is doing
him
it.
Coming up with these lawsuits, and I just want to play this clip from some of the wild shit that he was doing.
Vince McMahon took a shit on her head during a threesome. Yes, I said it on a day that we're supposed to be talking.
I didn't know he did that.
Yo,
that's so wild, nigga.
I thought we were gonna ease into this.
Go ahead, bro.
And talk about some of the milder allegations against this man.
Lord, please. No. I do not want to be too rich or too famous.
Yeah,
I will get bored.
Nah, don't
like these motherfuckers.
That's not even in you.
I mean, I guess I'm too old already.
Bro,
but that nigga been rich since he was like 30. He been a fucking.
He was rich when he was 19.
Yeah, he been rich for his whole life. So
he's been bored.
He probably been doing this shit.
Man. You have a complex. You develop a complex like that. You like, man, fuck
God, nigga.
Wait a minute. All right, you can go ahead.
You ready?
Go ahead.
Right.
My bad.
Shit on your head, bro.
Vince McMahon took a shit on her head during a threesome. Yes, I said it. On a day that we're supposed to be talking about Luka Doncic dropping 73, Vince McMahon takes the headlines. The owner, CEO of WWE, and now TKO, has officially resigned. Why? Because a former employee is claiming that he used toys on her, sexual misconduct, and then during a threesome, he took a shit on her head. What is going on?
Yo, man.
Vince has now paid out $14.6 million to several women who've accused him of sexual misconduct. What the hell is going on in the WWE? Vince
McMahon said,
yo.
Vince McMahon said, why? Oh, y'all worried about where I put my wood at.
that's wild.
Well, I put my wood at is my business.
And with that being said,
son,
that's shitty, yo.
That shit, it hurts, man. It hurts being a childhood and fucking growing up off this shit.
I'm glad I was always against the Federation. Like, I'm glad I was never.
Yeah, like I was never down
on his side. Like,
now we was always against the corporation.
I was like, fuck yeah, the corporation. Like, fuck that.
They should just find him guilty and have Stone Cold come back.
that would be crazy.
In the courtroom, all you hear is the glass break.
Yo.
Oh no! Stop!
He would be upset.
Hey yo, nah, for real though, my niggas, keep it real. In the 90s, like early 2000s, realistically,
you were not trying to hear that.
This could have been fake.
Oh yeah, no, this could have been a
This could have been fake.
No, that's true.
This shit could have came out on the news and then it could have been fake.
That's a
'cause
fact.
This nigga trying to fake his death.
I just need the judge to say, plaintiff, how do you find the the plaintiff? And she's gonna say, Your Honor, we find Vince McMahon. Yeah. Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I was gonna say, Your Honor.
Did he say guilty?
We find Vince McMahon. It doesn't matter.
So you know what you can do? You can take his monkey ass, serve him up some poontang pie, turn that something sideways, and 69 inches up your candy ass.
Shoving up your candy ass.
Yo, son.
It doesn't matter what the judge says.
Poontang pie is the funniest shit.
It's hilarious.
Yo, we had no business talking about poontang pie.
Poontang pie is crazy.
No business.
Tell me your age without telling me.
Do you like pie?
Oh no!
The Rock can tell you that you've never gotten a piece of poontang pie in your life.
Puppies? Oh my god!
Puppies. We had no. Nah.
Yeah, we nerdy as fuck. I love wrestling.
Vince McMahon was making us all into pervs.
And it's crazy because I mean I know y'all are, but like I'm still into wrestling. Like I'm still
I
understand that it's not as good, like, but like it's still cool. Like you know what I mean? Like
now, when they had the
motherfuckers is talented.
When
though.
they had the SmackDown versus Raw Braun Penny match, everybody was playing that shit. That shit was insane.
I'm gonna tell you now.
Like, what are we doing right now?
Ever since Vince left, the product is so much better.
Yes, because they're gonna let Cody get his fucking run in. Like,
all I'm saying is
Cody would never be the champion if Vince was there.
Nah, I mean, we the ones.
Yeah.
Listen, on that note, listen, Shay, I want to thank you.
Acknowledge me.
Thank you for
That's crazy.
I want to thank you for coming out.
Wait, hold on. I got one more question.
No,
question. Has there been a oh shit moment in your career? Like whether that's somebody that you work with, a situation where you were working, but have you had that oh shit, like oh shit, I'm here?
Okay.
Yeah, quick. So when Power first aired, and I'm talking about Power like Ghost Power, Power first aired. Very first episode, we're watching it. They say this is a big rich town, and as I'm watching it with my brothers, and I'm the oldest of four.
Right.
And I made a promise to them that day. I said to them, yo, I'm going to be on Power. And of course, you know, as brothers will do, they're going to be like, nah, nigga, no, you're not. Like, you're never going to be on that shit. Like, stop playing. Like, you're not no Omari Hardwick. You're not going to be on there.
Fuck you, think ghost nigga?
And I just want y'all to know exactly, what, 7 years? Yeah. No, 14? The show's been out for a minute.
Yeah.
When I got on Power Raising Canaan, I didn't put the correlation in until one day I'm on set and 50 walks in, and he visits the set usually, but he walks in and he was just like, I just want y'all to know, like, and he randomly said, I want y'all to know that y'all all here for a reason, so do this shit and do it well. And then he walked out, and I cried. I ain't gonna hold niggas because it hit me that what I said I was gonna do, I did it.
Yeah.
And I think that was my oh shit moment. Like, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not like the nigga walking in the back. I'm not the nigga that's blurred out. Like I'm right. Like I'm here. Like I'm right behind the stars. Like I'm right here. Like the stars are asking me what I want to do in the scene. Like
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Blessings, bro.
Nigga, for real. I remember when I seen you, bro. I remember me and Ben was watching that shit. Like,
100%.
yeah, it's my nigga. Yeah, my nigga. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Say this is a big
Oh, shit, son. Nigga, listen, congratulations to all your endeavors and your future. You know what I mean? We believe in you, bro. Like,
more blessings,
definitely more blessings. I'm proud of everything you have done from when we were childs to here. Since we were talking about it earlier. From
Michael Jackson days,
when
bro.
I was doing sound.
Back Michael Jackson.
I was doing sound for Terpsies.
We're not gonna take it back to Michael Jackson.
I was doing sound.
Oh shit!
And in 11th grade, my man is literally Michael Jackson, and then Butterfly came out. He was doing, he was killing it, bro. We had a whole, it was crazy, bro. Like, I'll never forget that being backstage for that shit, bro. We violent, yo. Shit was crazy. So, listen, give you your flowers, my nigga, while we young, bro, because I know you still got a long way ahead of you. Still got a bright future, bro. For real, my nigga. Like, I love seeing you on the silver screen. I love seeing you doing everything you're doing.
Word, man. All the way back to, flat jacks and flat tires, whatever they say. Whatever that saying goes, you know what I'm saying?
We go back like diapers and baby.
Full flats on the Cadillac.
Yeah, that one.
We go like.
That one. Diamond in the back, sunroof top.
Kicking in the scene with the gangster lean.
Gangsta white wall.
You already know, man.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Making Enough podcast, man. Our special guest, Shay in the building. Y'all make sure y'all go check out all those platforms he on, man. Show my guys some love, man. As always, DJ Banks, DJ Bugs, DJ Blueprint, and our creative director, Chef Q. Always, yo. Making Enough podcast, man. Follow us on all streaming platforms.
Yes. And if you're watching us right now, make sure you hit that like button. Please give us a thumbs up, my nigga, and subscribe. We need the subscriptions. Get us the fuck up there, dog. Let's do this, man. Let's make it enough, man. We cooking. Let's go.
There you go.
I gotta hate my nigga up. Cook that shit, nigga.
See y'all one day outside. Nah,
that was low key Banks' hard as like 2 bars. That shit was about to go hard. Like he should
one day inside outside.
Yeah, he should have kept it going. That shit, bruh.